So if my wife sees this video, I'm dead. School run this morning was a shocker. It got to the point where I lost my shit. Now, I'll only lose my shit when that environment or that emotion comes off someone else. So my beautiful wife was losing her shit because everything's last minute. Everyone's dawdling. Everything is rushed. There is no system. There are no structures. There are no routines, which means that my OCD goes through the fucking roof. Now, when Jem went away to Peru last year for 10 days, and then when she went to Canada away for 10 days the day before, I was militant with the school run, right? There were certain things that had to be done before you could move on to the next thing. So I'm going to give you an example of what this morning looked like and why I think it turned to chaos. Here's then how we can reshape it so that it's more structured, routine and systems, which causes less stress, frustration and anger. And this is a great example of how we can live our lives better. I'm just using the school run as the example. So when we're waking up, we've got one kid that's getting ready, one kid that's coming down in their pajamas. So straight away, we are already behind because one of the kids is downstairs eating breakfast in their pajamas. And one of the rules that I had, one of the systems that had to be in place was that you were not allowed downstairs to breakfast unless you had changed, done your teeth, done your hair, and had everything done before you come downstairs. And that means making your bed and turning your light off. Then when everybody comes downstairs, it's then breakfast time. So I watch TV and the kids watch a little bit of their iPads. Now, this is where the stress is caused because then there is no time restraints on when we need to get off those things. Those things are distractions, just like these things are distractions for us in our lives. And the kids are 3 and 7. They're not going to go, oh, it's 8:20, I need to go and get all my stuff on, right? Then we're coming down to making packed lunches quite late rather than doing it the night before. We then start rushing out the door. We then can't find gloves. We then can't find hats, all the usual constraints. And it just turns into a big clusterfuck. I'm sitting there trying to work and then I just go, tomorrow is different. This is how we're going to do it different. We're going to have more structure, routine and system in this house. And then Jem goes and we don't even say goodbye to each other. And it's just like, God. So there's a really great example of not having structure and routine and system. So this is the way that I'm going to hopefully try and nurture this to run better. And this is where I can help because in the morning, it's very difficult for me to be able to run the morning routine, right? Because I'm trying to get ready for the work. So the night before, we make sure that everybody knows the rules in terms of you are not allowed downstairs until your bed is made, your light is off, your hair is done, your teeth is done, and you are changed. So you are literally ready to walk out the door. When you walk down to the bottom of the stairs, you will put your shoes on. You will walk around your shoes, right? So we're good. Before you even have breakfast, your school bag needs to be ready. Get your snack in, get your juice filled up, get them by the door. Boom. Now you can go on your iPads, okay? Now you can have breakfast and you can watch whatever you want to watch or do whatever you want to do in the mornings. But when my alarm goes off at 8:10, that's when they go off. They then get their bags ready. They then get their coats together. They then get their hats and their gloves and their scarves. And everyone's sitting at the door ready to go by 20 past. That then means that we are stress-free. We can then get in the car and we can walk out and we can go. Packed lunches were made the night before. Preparation was made the night before. And already just describing that, it reduces the amount of stress, frustration, overwhelm that now Jem's going to take into her day that I brought into the start of my day where the kids are going to feel that. And that's where we need to make sure when we're moving forwards within our lives, the importance of understanding structure, routine and system. Now that chaotic scene is a really good way of understanding how people live their lives. It's just chaos. Nothing is organized. Nothing is planned. Nothing is proactive. Everything's reactive. Everything's last minute. Everything's cuffed. And that's where the anxiety, the stress, the frustration of life comes in. And then we feel sorry for ourselves. Then we eat junk food. Then we drink coffees that we spend nearly 60 to 100 pounds on a month. And it takes you down a negative route, right? Or the night before, we can review the day. We can know what we're going to do the next day. We can get all of our kit ready. We could be super prepared. We can have a morning routine where we go through steps to activate our body, our mind. We prime ourselves. We get clarity. We get gratitude. We get ahead of the day, right? It makes us a much more efficient human being, business owner, leader, whatever it is that you are, father, husband. So to put you in a better mood, and a lot of the stuff that structure, routine, and systems bring you is better emotions. Now, if you have better emotions and you're in more control of your emotions, you're making better decisions. If you don't have any control of your emotions because you're clusterfuck, you make bad decisions. Everything you do in detail is designed to make you a stronger leader. Emotional leaders are bad leaders. Don't get emotional mixed up with passionate. Passionate leaders are people that are really passionate about leading from the front. Emotional ones are ones that are not in control, that are living behind a state of chaos. And you cannot have a mission unless you are leading yourself. So first things first, structure, routine, and system in every area of your life. It takes a year to do. And if you want to help building that up, then here's a quick plug, is that the link is in the description. Go and book a clarity call and it will change the game for you. And literally just that alone will change the game for you. This stuff is the stuff we're working on with our clients. This is the stuff I consistently do. It's not sexy. It's not always thrilling, but it's necessity to avoid the alternative, which is overwhelm, anxiety, stress, depression, pity parties, at fucking 12 o'clock at night, wondering why life is hard. You can either have the hard, stressful school run, or you can have the smooth, controlled school run where everyone's happy.